My husband and I were classmates when we were in university. I wanted to be a prostitute. That night, I had prepared everything to step out, and my mother called me and she was like, Julie, Murphy. I had a strong conviction not to go. I didn't listen, and something tragic happened to me. Hi guys, you're most welcome back to my channel. Today is a beautiful day. In fact, I am so excited about today because today's video is so special. I know I have pulled many of you from TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube itself. So I know I've pulled all of you together here, okay? So it's like we are in a compound house. Like in my local dialect, we say, Iradia Boya, and say, Akoko Bata. I'm so excited to have you here. If you don't know me, in case, my name is Juliana Amwating. I'm a beauty content creator, and today I asked my audience, my beautiful audience, to ask me questions, and I'm actually shocked by the number of questions I've received. It's a ton of questions, and as much as possible, I'm really going to try and answer all of them. Yes, to be very honest with you guys, I realized that they are into different categories. Some were asking about skincare, marriage, career tips, advice, so yeah, as organized as I am, I have categorized them on my laptop, as you can see. Okay. So that tells you that I am so much excited about this video. So do brace up, grab some popcorn, grab some coke, and then sit down in your couch, wherever you'll be comfortable sitting. Just sit down and relax while we dive deep into the questions. So I'm just gonna be picking them randomly so that this becomes interesting, you understand? So I'll just pick from marriage, I'll pick from skincare, and then I'll pick from career tips, I'll pick from healthcare tips, So you would see me raising my head up and down simply because I'm reading the questions. I cannot memorize those questions, okay? And a little commotion for my hair, okay? I'm gonna post a tutorial very, very soon. So let's get straight into it. What are we waiting for? First on the list, are you married? I think it is so obvious. I was wondering whether the person has been watching me frequently, but it's as simple as that. Yes, I am married, fully married, and as you can see, the ring on my finger signifies the marriage that I am in. So yes, I am married. Thank you. And then on to skincare. Somebody's asking, what products have you used for your skin? I'm so much obsessed. I think we are all obsessed with my skin, okay? I'm obsessed myself, And a little background before I actually go into this question. I used to struggle a lot with my skincare condition. So you guys should let me know if I should give you detailed video of my skincare, how it all came through for me to arrive at this juncture. Okay, so let me know. But then as I'm sitting here, I have used, I'm currently using Palmer's Skin Success, and then I'm also using the Palmer's body oil. I use the Palmer's Skin Success and its cocoa butter body oil. In the day, that's what I use to smear my body, and then in the night, I use Duffy's Repair Body Cream Shade 2. So that is what I use for my skin when it comes to my body in itself. And I'm so happy to let you know that now, if you want to buy any Palmer's products at all, there's a link I'm going to put into this description box. When you tap on my Instagram bio, you're going to see the link. If you go to my TikTok, there's a link there. You tap on it, you're going to see the Palmer's link, and when you use my link, okay, you're going to get 10% discount off all the products you are going to purchase. So whether you're going to purchase the body oil or the Palmer's Skin Success, any Palmer's product at all, you're going to get 10% discount off when you order with my link. Moving on, do you know what? I also grouped some of the questions under delusional. Some people are being so delusional. Someone is asking me, when will I meet you in person? I find it so funny. As much as I really want to meet you guys, when I meet some of you in town, it's so refreshing, it's so nice, it feels so good, and I feel so pumped and like a celebrity, And I'll tell you that the world is so small. I cannot be able to tell as I sit here whether we're going to meet tomorrow or today or in the next month, or I'm going to organize what do they say? What do they normally say? A meet and greet, yes, a meet and greet, thank you. A meet and greet. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I really wish I can do that sometime soon. So let's see. The world is very small. We can be meeting anyhow, anywhere, okay? So be hopeful. It is good to dream big, and I love that energy. Which schools offer masters in project management? And with this one, it is my specialty because, hello, I know some of you know, I did my master's in program management, project management, executive master's in business administration, with project management being the major. So that is what I mastered in. But then I have my first degree in mathematics education. I can't stop saying that because I earned it. I show that. Of course, I can't stop saying that. But the project management, I also did a certificate in project management before I transitioned to doing my master's at the University of Ghana Business School. So universities that offer project management includes University of Ghana Business School, that is with a master's program. You have the chance to either do the executive masters, which gives you the chance to still do your work and then also school at the same time. If you are working and you still want to do your masters, the executive masters in business administration is what I'll recommend for you, because it gave me the chance to work full-time and then also school full-time. And then GIMPA, when you go to GIMPA, you're also going to get the master's certificate or the master's degree in project management. And then Wisconsin University, I learned it's degree. If I'm wrong, please pardon me. But that per my research, I learned they do degree in project management. And then with the UCC, University of Cape Coast, they offer MSc. They offer MSc in program management or project management. So these are the list of schools I was able to come up with, the ones I am very comfortable in and I trust. There are several schools, private school institutions around Ghana that do offer project management, but I cannot vouch for them if I should say. But the ones I have mentioned, those I can vouch for because they are like trusted and accredited within the country and outside the country, and their certificates are also recognized outside the country as well. But when it comes to the certification, the certificates I got in project management before I did the masters, I did it at Certified Ghana. Now Certified Ghana also offers a whole range of different programs, so I'd urge you to just search Certified Ghana. I'll put the link in the caption and then also on the screen like you are seeing, so that you can just search and look through the various courses and then really see which one you can learn or which one your interests are in, and then which one really aligns with your career goals. I have another category called Content 101, where somebody asked me, what lighting setup do you use to shoot your videos and how do you set it up? With this particular question, it has come so many times. I have planned to film it, but you know what? Life has its own way of dealing with us, As soon as I decided to completely film a whole setup, my video light got spoiled and my ring light also began to shake, But thanks being so good and for my husband's hard work, okay, so my husband was able to fix the ring light, so now my ring light is standing strong. Okay, while you painting secular, mommy, hallelujah. So the ring light is now fixed, totally fixed. That's my husband, he's sitting right there, so yeah. But the video light is still with the repairer. We are hoping that he is able to repair it completely. Otherwise, we'll have to save again and buy another ring light, okay? Pray for me to get more brand deals so that when I get money from these brand deals, I'll be able to use them to buy more gadgets. When it comes to the items or the gadgets I use to film, so for now, with the video quality you are seeing, what I'm using now is my Canon 6D Mark II camera. That is a camera I use to film most of my videos you see, okay? And then I use the ring light. It's a regular ring light. And then I also use an LED light. That is what is giving me the brightness at this side. So if I cover the light right now, you can see that there's a little bit of shadow or darkness at my side, but when I take off my hand, you can see that the light shines bright like a diamond. So there's a light right beside me, and then the lens name is Canon 50mm f1.8. That is the lens I use. Frankly, my husband has a lot of technical knowledge when it comes to gadgets with cameras and all the technicality. So I'm so blessed to have him. And guys, you know that my husband is a professional photographer. Please go on and check him out. His IG handle is sempixels. If you have a wedding, any event at all, he will come and cover your photography beautifully for you. So this one, it is only people who are watching my YouTube right now that will get to know that my husband is a professional photographer. So he has technical knowledge when it comes to gadgets and filming and etc. So that is how come I've been so blessed to have like quality videos. So with the little gadgets I have, I'm able to produce very quality videos, and I feel so blessed. It is such a blessing. And then my microphone, so this microphone was from Chicago. I'm just testing it out, and you're going to see the unboxing and the testing out after this video. So do stay tuned for the unboxing of this microphone. So that is what I'm using to film this video. Please, which tribe are you in Ghana? Yes, I come from a village in the Ashanti region called Esresu Jakobu. So I'm a full Ashanti, born and bred in Kumasi. I grew up in Kumasi. I went to primary school in Kumasi, JHS in Kumasi, but then I went to SHS and university and every other thing, education outside Kumasi. So I'm a full Ashanti. I speak Chi fluently, and I also read Chi fluently as well. Juliana, please, have you been into the fashion industry before? No, I haven't. I don't think I've actually explored the fashion industry before. Maybe one thing that would have led me to be into the fashion industry would have been my exploration in the beauty pageant. I went to audition for Miss Malaika, audition for Ghana's Most Beautiful, but it just wasn't my time, or it just wasn't meant to be so I never got to be part of it, or I didn't succeed in those areas. So I haven't been into the fashion industry. Why? Do I dress good? Does my dressing look good to you? Because I don't really see myself as a fashion icon, but maybe gradually, maybe we'll get there soon. Who knows? So yeah, let me just hold on there for a second. Maybe one day we are going to get there, but for now, no, please, I haven't. Thank you. How are you able to cope with work and content creation? I really admire it. Oh, this is something I really enjoy talking about because it's something I love doing. I love my work totally. I also love content creation. I love my work because it is what pays me. It's what gets me that money. But then aside from that, the satisfaction I get, the people I get to interact with at the workplace, and how experienced they are, and the knowledge I get to learn from them each and every blessed day. Content creation is also something like a hobby that I have developed into, that has become a full passion, and that has also become something like a side income for me. Even though it doesn't like come like broom 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 like that, but it is so appreciated. It's significant to a certain extent. So with how I combine it, first of all, I would say it is the grace of God. I can never take out the grace of God because, you may have the passion to do it. You may have the hobby to actually pursue and do something like this. But if you don't have the strength, there's no way you can do it. And for me, it is the grace of God that really strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Hallelujah, somebody. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Sometimes I ask myself, hey, Julie, where do you get all your strength from? As I'm sitting here and recording, I actually went to town. I went to do some rounds. I went to sit in meetings, and then I went to do some rounds. I wasn't feeling too well, like, throughout the day. But then I have been able to, like, everything. Once I start facing my camera, everything disappears, and I get into that mood to film happily, And I think it is just by the grace of God. It's the same grace of God that leads me to that creative thinking. I can never say that I am very creative on my own. I am not creative on my own. I am proud to say that I am creative because of the Holy Spirit that guides my thoughts, the Holy Spirit that drops wisdom in me and directs what I should even film. I have my content book that I throw in random ideas day in and day out. When I'm watching content, I'm thinking on my own, I'm sleeping and I'm bathing, I drop in content ideas. But at certain times I have to see those ideas because I'm constantly, when you commune with the Holy Spirit and you are in sync with the Holy Spirit, you are being guided, on what to filter from your content and what to say and what not to say, how to even say it. Because imagine there's so many people following you now. On TikTok, I have exceeded 300,000 followers. Imagine a stadium with like a full 300,000 seating capacity, full, Instagram, over 165,000 people. On YouTube, I just clocked 17,000 subscribers. All these people are watching, and so you have to be guided. Your mouth has to be guided, what you have to say, so that you don't really trigger people. You have to say certain things with wisdom, so that it doesn't come out offensive and triggering. You understand? So it is simply by the grace of God. And aside that, why do I keep saying aside that? When I keep on saying I can't put the grace of God aside. When it comes to this particular work, you have to be extremely disciplined because you have to produce 100% at your work and then also produce 100% at content creation. I post every blessed day, except I am on an intentional break and I do not post for maybe 3 or 4 days. Apart from that, I post every blessed day, at least once a day. Even if I want to make a main post, I'm going to post a story. I'm going to post, a story, I post every day. So the discipline and the consistency that comes with it, you understand? So you have to be disciplined and manage your time. Like I manage my time. I'm nowhere near 100%. Trust me, I am nowhere near 100%. I can be lazy, very, very lazy. As much as you see me on the internet every blessed day, I can be in my lazy days. My husband is here, he's my witness. So I am nowhere near perfect, but as much as possible, I try to stick within a certain time frame and then also time myself and try to be as diligent as I can be with time management, discipline, and then the consistency and the fact that people are following you. So you have to give them value and respect their time and the data and the resources they are using to follow you. So all that comes to play for me to put at the back of my itikopo, so that I don't forget anything and I keep coming back, showing up every day. And you guys also keep showing me love, the love you guys keep showing me motivates me and encourage me to wake up every blessed day and be in the mood to film and smile. And I'm just sitting here looking at the camera. My husband is doing his work. Why will I be smiling like Mumu behind the camera? So you got to love what you do. So I truly love what I do. I love filming. I love doing everything that I do on here for you guys to see. So that is what keeps me going, and that is how I manage my work and my content creation. What advice would you give to the young girl who has a capital to set up something for herself, but she doesn't know where and how to start from? This is actually a very good one, and I listed some items down actually. So the first thing I listed down was to identify your interest. First of all, why do you want to start a business? What are you interested in? There should be something that is pushing you to start the business. I don't think you are just there and you woke up one day and you said, oh, everybody is doing business with me, so I want to do business. Of course, that's motivation. That can also be a motivation factor. You see people doing businesses, so you get encouraged and you get all geared up to do business. But then something should trigger your inner interest, right? Say, I'm actually good when it comes to hair. I'm actually good when it comes to makeup. I'm actually good when it comes to fashion. You may not necessarily have the skill to do it yet, but you are just interested. The interest is what matters the most. Once you have that interest, then you find ways to develop that interest. You understand? If you need to go to school to learn or learn a vocation around that interest, you have to do it, because after all, if you just have an interest, it doesn't end there. You have an interest, and so what? You understand? So develop that interest, chase the vocation, chase the skill, and get hone those skills. And you don't necessarily have to be perfect. None of us started on a perfect level, right? You just have to make sure that you are consistent with the practice so that it gives you the progress you need. And as you are progressing and you are testing out, you'll be learning alongside, you'll be learning experiences alongside, and then you keep applying it to whatever you are doing. Once you have that done, then you start from where you are. Today, we are so fortunate to have social media with us. And like I always say, everybody has their own audience. You can come and sit behind the camera and then just stare into the camera like this and smile. You will have people who love that too. They will follow you. You understand? If you are selling your smile, people will follow you and buy your smile. They will pay to watch you smile. You understand? So whatever interest you find, develop it and learn how to use it and learn how to market it. And like mentioning social media, make use of social media, advertise yourself, and don't be shy. As much as sometimes anxiety will come in, like you may be less confident. Hey, what will people say? But nobody really cares like that. Nobody really cares about you like that. You understand? Just have it at the back of your mind that nobody really cares about you like that. And position yourselves for the basics. The product availability. If it is products you are going to sell, position yourself for the basics. So you have your social media page. You have proven to people that yes, you are now starting as a business, and so you have all your processes available. How somebody can order from you. If it is a service, how somebody can reach you. So you have an email set up, you have your business phone set up or your number set up. If it is products people are going to buy, how to order, the delivery services. These are basic things you would need to make your business keep going, and don't be afraid to fail. If you're afraid to fail, you will never start something, and you can never be fully ready to do anything at all. So yeah, just that anyway. And then another delusional question: can you braid my hair for me? I'll use it to travel hair. No, I'm on a hey, what was the dance? I'm on available. Hey, I'm not see. For now, I don't do commercial braiding. I might surprise a fan one day, but it is not a promise, guys. It's not a promise. I don't see myself braiding for anyone, no, apart from my sister. If my husband ever decides to braid his hair, which I will sing and dance and actually buy a goat and sacrifice like the olden days. If my husband ever decides to braid his hair, I'll gladly braid his hair for him. But for now, I am not braiding anybody's hair. Yeah, that's all I can say. So, and which hair product is the best and quick for receding hairline? Obviously I do not have a receding hairline, so what I'm going to share is just based on the general knowledge and like general information out there. Let me just say that there is actually no best product out there until you define what is best for you, because what is best for Mr. A may not be best for Mr. B, you understand? So Mr. A would say that, oh, I love product A, and then Mr. B would say that product A spoils my hair, product A destroyed all my hair, product A made me bald, you know, like a baby's buttocks. You understand? So there's no best product until you define what's best for you. And like I was saying, some of these local herbs like fenugreek seed, chebe herbs. Chebe herbs comes in chebe oil, chebe butter. Actually, that's what I use actually, and I don't have receding hairline. But I would highly recommend seeing a hair doctor, you know, a dermatologist. You know, some of the most of the dermatologists are specialized when it comes to hair care. You understand? So that you don't end up spending all your monies on products. As far as that's what I used to do. And like I'm saying, just let me know if you want me to give you a background of my skincare history, and I would be glad to share that. You buy products upon products, and because you are desperate to solving your issues, you end up using too many products and spending so much money, and at the end of the day you lose your patience, so you skip products way too often. Like you change your products way too often, so you don't really get to see the efficacy of what product is actually working, so you just jump from products to product. So I would highly recommend that you see a dermatologist so that they get to understand your problem, because everyone has a pertaining problem that could be the results for your receding hairline. So please see a dermatologist so that it can be properly diagnosed, and then the right prescription can be made solely for you. And be patient when you are being prescribed medicine so that they can work effectively and efficiently for you. Hair takes time to grow, especially when they recede. So yes, I'll highly recommend the skincare clinic for you. Personally, I've been visiting Rabito Clinic. Yeah, and I'm also, you see, oh, God has been good. God has been showering us with so much blessings. I'm also happy to announce, firstly on my social media page, I haven't announced it anywhere. I have collaborated with Rabito Clinic, and I'm so happy to announce that now, moving forward, with any Rabito Clinic branch you step your foot into, whether you are going to Ho, or you are in Wa, or you are in Kumasi, Accra, Sunyane, you know, Rabito Clinic has branches across the country, within the country, Ghana. So anywhere you are in Ghana, just step into Rabito Clinic and mention my name. How cool is that? Just mention my name. When you go, just say, I'm here because of Juliana, you know, just say Juliana. And you'll be attended to, and you're going to get a percentage from your consultation fees. So you're going to get a discount off of your consultation fees. So please go to any skincare, go to any Rabito Clinic, not just any skincare clinic, because Rabito Clinic is a deal, you know. Rabito Clinic is what has made my face pop and glowing. Anyway, so yeah, that is my recommendation. What products do you use for your face? I have already talked about products I use for my body. Now, the products I use for my face, mainly the ones which is making my face actually heal from the black spots and the acne, is the prescriptions I got from Rabito Clinic, which I do not want to share, or which I cannot share with you, because those were prescriptions that were made solely for me because of my problem. When you visit the skincare clinic, the prescriptions are going to be tailored for you based on the condition of your skin type, your history, everything. You understand? So I cannot share my prescriptions. But what I use to hydrate my face, I use Korean skincare products. I've done countless skincare videos. You can check my skincare video. This is my skincare playlist that I've linked right here. Please do check it out. Otherwise, in this our video, we will not finish today. How do I deal with anxiety concerning school and work? I'm schooling and working at the same time, and recently it has become too overwhelming because I have to put in much effort to study at night and also work during the day. At times I feel overwhelmed and just want to cry. I'm very much worried because I don't want to fail at school too. I want to get the best of results at school whilst feeling okay without being anxious. Oh my darling. Oh my darling, first of all, let me just congratulate you, because for you to be working and schooling at the same time is a huge win in the first place. So I just want to say congratulations, be proud of yourself. I have also schooled and worked almost all my life, and so I totally understand you. I think I am in the best position to like really give you a solid and like strong advice. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and assure yourself that it is okay. It is temporal. It is going to go away. It is going to fade very soon. Nothing is permanent. It is a phase you are in, so it is going to pass. Take a deep breath. I need you to really do this exercise with me. And anyone going through this, working and schooling at the same time, let's all take a deep breath and be proud of yourself. You know, think about the end goal. Like, you know, when I was schooling and working at the same time, anytime I feel I get into this element, I just look at the end goal and then try to imagine what life would be after all the brouhaha, after all the running about, and you know, and then it kind of give me a small grin. You know, I just grin, smile, because I know the end was going to be great. And indeed, look at me now. Look at me. The end is great. The end is great. So, but the advice I'm going to give you is that because you are schooling, thankfully, the school has a timetable, and thankfully you know your work schedules as well. If you are working for yourself, that is great, because you know it is your own work, and so you're able to schedule your time at your own pace, because the work is for you. Also have it at the back of your mind that how long is it left for you to complete school? And America Kirby, it's just left about a year or 2 or 3 years or 4 years. So with these 4 years, condition your mind. Talk to your brain that hello, like talk to your whole body. Stand in the mirror and talk to yourself. I literally do this, you know. Stand in the mirror and talk to yourself that hello. So I'm going to use you as my mirror. Look at yourself and say, Juliana, we have the next 4 years to go through school and work at the same time. So my brain, my eyes, my ears, my tongue, my heart, my arms, my legs, my stomach, everyone connected to my body, I need you all to come together. Let us do this. We can do this. It is going to be tough. It is going to be hard. We are left with 3 years. ABR for you, it is left with 2 years, 1 year, half year, 3 months. Talk to your body. Talk to your body. Your body has ears. Your body is connected to everywhere. They listen. You know, that is why when something happens to you, you immediately react, because your body knows that something is happening to you. So your body has ears. That is why when Jesus meets the sick person, he says, get up, and the person gets up and to walk. Why? Because the sickness has ears, and the sickness is connected, is affecting a particular part of the body. So the body has ears to hear. So speak life to your body. Tell your brain to prepare itself for the task ahead, and I promise you that it is going to be well. They are going to collaborate with you. I'm not saying that you are not going to get tired, you are not going to be anxious, you are not going to be less confident, or you are not going to feel stressed. You will feel stressed because you are human, right? That is an indication that you are human. But the degree of which you are going to get tired won't be there, because already your mind, your body is conditioned to be in that position for the time period you have set for it. You understand? And have it at the back of your mind that you cannot fail at work and fail at school. No. Tell your brain that it is not going to happen. Not under your watch. And all of you are going to work together to achieve this. So with your school timetable and your work schedules, you plan it. Time management is very key here. And your school and work-life balance is also very important here. Because you in this position, you have limited time to go outing, you have limited time to go and have fun, you have limited time to do social media, you have limited time to do all sort of things that a regular student would do, because you are involved with another activity, which is a huge task as well. So limit all those activities, plan your work schedules. It is going to be tough, I know, but plan it so that you are not failing at work and you are not failing in school. If possible, if your bosses do not know that you are working and schooling at the same time, and if possible, tell them. Pray about it and tell them. Sometimes we think that our bosses are so wicked to the extent that they might not agree. Even if they are wicked, pray over it and go, like, master the courage and go and tell them. There's nothing they can do, because it is only a wizard and a witch boss who doesn't want to see you improve. And most of them would have empathy for you. And so I remember there was a time I had to school and work at the same time. I told my boss, and it got to a time my boss had me close at 3 p.m. That was so wonderful. Mr. Fiagbo, wherever you are, God bless you, you know. So he made me close at 3. Sometimes he makes me close at 4. Sometimes he gives me the excuse for me to go and write my quiz and come back. When I was doing my master's, I have to go and write exam. I have to go and partake in a compulsory study work and come back to work. So let them know, so that whenever you have to be absent at some place, and then it's the same thing also applies to school as well. If you are schooling, let your course rep know that, Charlie, at the work, I have to get some money alongside, Charlie. Let your course rep understand, and let your group members also understand. Everybody has a little bit of empathy somewhere, and please consistently pray for the strength of God, because without the strength you cannot do it. I cannot emphasize this enough. I remember when I was on campus, I had to be coming in from Winnipeg to Accra. The same day, Winnipeg to Accra, work. I come to Accra, I come and work, and then I go back to Winnipeg. The next day, I have to come back to Accra. What am I being earning? You see, but it's for the best. For some of us, we have to take care of ourselves when we're on campus, and I believe there are a couple of you too. So it is going to be stressful, but all that I've said, I can't emphasize this enough. And I've actually made a full video how I was able to finesse my own, you know, and I've linked it right here. Please go and watch that video, and I believe it's going to be a blessing unto you. Someone says, I'm a good fan of yours, I'm a Ugandan, and I would like you to teach me how to create content. Would you help me? Of course, I'll be glad to help you. For now, I do not do one-on-one content creation. What I recommend for you is to just watch how content creators create their content, especially with the niche you are trying to create for yourself. If you want to be a content creator like me, a beauty content creator like me, observe how I film my videos. It all comes with observation, because nobody can actually sit you down and say, this is how you should film it. There is not a one-way affair. So just observe how content creators film. If you want to do cooking, watch how content creators who are into cooking film their videos, and try to film it like that. And alongside, I promise that you're going to go into it. In the future, I plan to maybe do one-on-one and then help some of you, but for now, I am not able to do that at the moment. So yes, that is what I recommend for you. There are tons of videos on YouTube that you can watch, and without practicing, you are not going to go anywhere. Don't just watch and sleep. Watch and practice, and that is the only way you can do something for yourself. Okay, and it applies to everywhere in this life. You promised us, this one here, he says, you promised us that you will tell us why University of Winnipeg is best for you and what you got from the school. I'm going to reserve this question for the last question I would address with the marriage issue, So yes, let us put this question aside. Let us put it at the parking lot. You're going to pick it up again. What is the name of the shop at Makola you've been buying your tools from? So when I go to Makola, I buy from a couple of vendors, and some of them that I can't tell the names, but I can give you directions. So when you get to Makola, you see Makola Mall itself. I mostly shop from the ground floor, and then also the first floor. There's Pretty Hair store that I normally buy my hair bundles from. There's another store right opposite the Methodist bookshop. There's another hair shop there. I normally buy hair bundles from there as well. And then there's a building opposite Rollins Park. That building is branded Darling Ghana. I normally buy hair bundles from there. And then when you go to Georgina stores at Makola, which is slightly opposite Makola New Mall, or adjacent Makola New Mall, there's Georgina stores. You climb up that place, so I normally buy hair bundles from there. When it comes to hair products, I normally buy from Jocelyn Wig Tools. You can check them out on Instagram. Have you ever felt like giving up on content creation? Of course. I've actually given up. Not that I've felt like giving up. I've actually given up on content creation, especially my YouTube, because I didn't understand it. Up to now, it is now that things are getting better with my YouTube, but at first I didn't understand. I said, I'll sit down, I'll film for hours and hours and hours, and by the end of the day, I'll post a video, nobody will come and watch. See me in trouble. I didn't understand. I'll just go and watch others' video, and then I'll be comparing myself. I'll be comparing comparison is a thief of joy, Don't compare yourself to anyone, oh guys. Like, take my lesson as a lesson. Don't compare yourself to anyone. And it will discourage me. You won't think I'm that tough, eh? No. I have my own issues. And this is me being vulnerable to you guys because I want to be very honest with you guys. I gave up on my YouTube. It took the grace and goodness of God to inspire my husband, my beautiful husband, to encourage me to come back to YouTube. Otherwise, by now, you wouldn't have this Q&A session over here. My husband had to encourage me several times. I had abandoned my YouTube car. So no wonder we are at 17K and my TikTok and my Instagram are booming, you know. So it tells you that, yes, I actually gave up on my YouTube until my husband encouraged me to come back. So I'm glad that I am back. And I'm glad that now, nothing is moving me. Just say, I'm not being moved at all. Now I am fully back, and I really pray that with your guide, with your support and your love, I am still going to push and push. Please continue to show me love, because without you, I cannot do it all. You guys have proven so much love to me on my Instagram and TikTok. That is why I am so thrilled each and every day to come to give you content. So I'm really hoping that my YouTube ends up being in the same position or even more and better position than my TikTok and Instagram. So yes, I have actually. So yeah. Are you old or young? I think being old or young depends on everybody. I love to see myself as a young person. I describe myself as a young person, you know, a young person. You know what, I'm in my early 30s and I see myself as still young. So I'm young. I think that's the simplest answer I can give you. How long have you been married? How long have I been married? I've been married for close to 3 years now. Almost 3 years. November will be my 3rd year anniversary. So yes, I've been married for close to 3 years now. Growing up, did you ever feel insecure about any part of your body and how you handled it as an adult? To be very honest with you, when it comes to insecurities, no. Like my body insecurities, no, I haven't had any insecurity. The only time I used to have a little bit of insecurity was when I was schooling, because my mother sent us to private schools. In as much as we were battling with poverty, my mother tried her best to send us to private school. For whatever reason, she said she didn't want us to go to government school. She has her own reasons, I do not know. And so she sent us to private school. So, you know, the pressure from these rich kids, you know, when they come, hey, don't go there. Don't go there. When they come, Charlie, don't be here. Sorry, hey, it wasn't easy. So it was a little bit insecure. But then, like I shared on my TikTok a while back, I was very intelligent when I was on. I was very, very intelligent. So when I realized that I was intelligent, I leveraged on that. I took pride in my intelligence. So it really boosted my confidence, you know, like, to top the class, to be second, to be third, you know. So I mean, yeah. So yeah, I think that really helped me. So, but for my body, no, I didn't have any insecurities. What I can say is, if you are facing any insecurities at all, if there's something you can work towards, for example, if you've been eating in the night and it has given you protruding stomach like I am sitting here right now, something can be done, and you know you can do exercises to reduce that, for example. But then there are so many insecurities around about people that they have no control over. When it happens like that, just acknowledge that you have that insecurity. Acknowledge that you have that imperfection. You know, everybody has an imperfection. Acknowledge your imperfections first. Laugh at yourself. Stand in the mirror. Look at that thing. As ugly as it makes you feel, stare it very well. Stare it very well. And tell the thing, actually, you and I are in this together. This body that God has given us, we don't get any body part from anywhere. You understand? So, Charlie, you and I are in this together. So, Master, where are you? Why are you? Because, Charlie. Talk to yourself. Like I always advocate for this. Talk to yourself. And some way, somehow, with God's own intelligence, your body would restructure your thinking, and all of a sudden you start loving that imperfection. So try that and let's see how it goes. If you need a therapist to talk to and you can afford it, I hope that you can. Please see a therapist and talk to him or her, and I believe things are going to get better. And pray. I believe in prayers. Prayers truly work. Tell God, He is your Father. God, I am feeling so insecure about this thing that is on me. Please help me get out of it. You know, and by the grace of God, it is going to get off. I believe in prayer so well. Prayer does everything, and God is interested in every tiny thing in our lives. So please, if you are battling any insecurity, I really hope that you get out of it, and I wish God for you. Okay, so what app do you use to add funny stuffs on your face for emphasis? So I love using CapCut. CapCut is my ride or die. Okay, so it's one of the apps I have totally enjoyed using. I've used Filmora before. I used to use Filmora to do my editing when I started filming content, and alongside somebody recommended CapCut to me. I tried it out, and since then I have never gone back because it is the ace. Okay, and all those features are found in CapCut. If you want to learn those features, just type how to add effects or filters on CapCut, and you are going to see tons of tutorials. So that's how you can learn how to use CapCut. And practice, practice makes perfect, or practice makes progress. So be practicing as you watch those videos. Do you have friends? Of course I do have friends, but then I am very selective when it comes to my friends. I'm very, very selective, highly sensitive. Hey, DJ, I'm very, very selective when it comes to my friends. So I do have acquaintances, I love to call them, a lot of acquaintances, a lot of friends on a very surface level. But when it comes to deepest of friends, I have just one best friend. Just one best friend. So yes, I do have friends. And are you a mother? If yes, how do you combine it with content creation? No, I'm not a mother yet. My children are still in heaven. They are yet to come down. I'm not a mother yet. And I truly believe that, I've seen so many content creators who are mothers and are doing extremely well. They are earning the numbers, they are killing it. And I see myself as part of those mothers. When I finally give birth and I start having family, like raising children, I'm definitely going to be part of those women who create content and work at the same time and are killing it, Because my Holy Spirit and God gives me strength, and I'm going to kill it as well. So yeah. Have you ever been depressed to a point of suicidal thoughts? By the grace of God, no, I haven't been in a state of depressing mode. Maybe I have been very, very sad before. Of course, I have been very, very sad. I have cried my eyes out. I'm not sure I have been depressed before. I think depression is a little too heavy for if I want to describe what I have felt. But I've actually been in like deep emotional stress before, to the extent that I can feel my heart aching. Has your heart ached before? It's not like you have a heart attack, and it's not like you have a heart problem, but you are emotionally stressed and so sad that your heart is aching. If that is what they call depression there, then I can say that I've been depressed before. But yes, I have been in that state before, and it was because of poverty. I have shared my poverty story with you guys. So some of you know. If you don't know my poverty story, I'll put the link in my description box. Just go and watch that video. If you want an extensive one, just let me know. I can do an extensive one on my financial background with my family, and I can tell you it was that hard and it was that bad. You understand? So yeah, an example is, it got to a time we didn't have pads and we had to use our clothes. You cut your clothes and then you put it under there. So that's how terrible it used to be. So that's how the extent of which my emotional stress was. Yeah, but when it comes to depression, like I'm saying, if that is what they call depression, then yes, I have been depressed before, but per the definition of how people have been depressed, I don't think I have been there before. And suicidal thoughts have never run through my mind before. Never, by the grace of God. The only time I wanted to die, but not die alone, was when I went to so school had resumed. When I was in SHS senior high school, school had resumed. I went to school. I was feeling so lonely and sad. I had gone with nothing, like no provisions at all. I said, how am I coming to survive with no provisions when I have come to school? And people had not come to school yet, like people had not resumed it. So I went to sit under a tree. I said, God, please come and take all of us away. I wanted to die, but I didn't want to die alone. I wanted God to come and take all of us away because I was suffering. That was such a selfish thought anyway, but yeah, that was the only moment I wanted to die with the rest of the world. Of course, not me alone, but yeah, I haven't been there before. If you are going through such, I pray for you genuinely that God leads you, and please seek help. Please seek help. If you are going through that, please seek help. Seek help, and I believe you are going to get the necessary help that you're going to get. Okay, give us a story of how you began YouTube. So with YouTube, You know, I knew I love creating crafts. Like I love crafts items. So when I do something, my friends will be like, hey, this one is nice. Me and Kasan, me I'm saying, yeah, dear fool. Let me just, I mean, I have to teach people. I love teaching people. You know, I mean, by now, you know, I love talking. I love to teach people. I love sharing experiences. So I'm like, well, there's so much I can share. I mean, I've been through a lot. I know how to do things. So let me just start something. And I mean, fortunately, YouTube came to meet us, you know, but then we were young. But I didn't know how to use YouTube until after I completed school. I completed my master's. I said, okay, let me just start it anyway. So that's how I started. It just came out of the fact that I knew how to do things and I have a lot of experiences to share, and it came as an inspiration. And you know, your friends would be like, hey, this one they teach us, this one teach us, this one teach us. And I'm like, okay, let me just create a platform so that when anyone asks me, how did you do this, I'll just refer the person, go to my YouTube and go and watch. That's why when people ask me, please come and braid my hair for me, I'm like, that is the reason I'm doing my videos. You have to watch and practice, you know. So yeah, that is basically how I started my YouTube, and then it transcended to my TikTok and Instagram. Have you bought wig caps from City Hairs before? No, I haven't bought any wig caps from City Hairs before at all. If a friend is not loyal to you as much as you are to them, do you cut them off completely, or you be cool with their lukewarm loyalty? Like I said, I am very selective when it comes to my friends. So even before we graduate from the acquaintance level to the friendship level, I know how loyal you are and I know how unloyal you are. So I will not even let that friendship, like that acquaintanceship, develop into friendship. You understand? With that being said, I also don't know how you expect your friend to be loyal. I don't know the level of loyalty or loyalness you want your friend to be open to you about. But however you define it to be, you are the one in the friendship. If you treat loyalty as a higher priority and as something you consider very, very valuable in the friendship, then I believe that you do not have to continue that with friendship. As in, when it comes to the definition of who a real friend is, because real friends are loyal to each other. So once they are not fulfilling that indicator of loyalty, then they don't qualify to be your friends. Am I making sense? Because by the definition of friendship, friends are supposed to be loyal to each other. Friends are supposed to be committed to each other. Friends are supposed to look out for each other. And all these things come under the umbrella of loyalty. You understand? And so if your friend is not meeting this indicator, then obviously the person doesn't qualify to be your friend, because at the end of the day, you are going to strive to be loyal to this person, and this person is not showing you the same. I mean, you can't pour from an empty cup, and loyalty is reciprocal. You are loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. As for loyalty, it doesn't even apply to friendships alone. Loyalty applies to even your business. With my social media, I have to be loyal to you, my audience. You understand? So the moment your friends are failing to be loyal to you, then they don't qualify to be your friends at all. So I don't see, personally, I wouldn't entertain such friendships. And like I said, I'm very, very selective. So I don't even let the friendship or acquaintanceship generate to be in a friendship in the first place. So don't let it get to that level. You have to have discernment. You have to discern to be able to tell who should be your friend. Be intentional. If you're not intentional about your friends, from today, after watching this video, start being intentional about your friends. Who you call your friends, actually. Who should be on your contact list. Who should see your status. Who should even see your calls. You know, so yeah, don't entertain just anybody and just be calling people friends like that. Place standards on your friends and define who you want your friends to be. Once they don't fulfill that, or once they don't tick that box, they don't qualify to be your friend. So yeah. How have you successfully increased your follower count from 0 to where it is now? Consistency. Consistency. At first, when I started content creation and I hear people saying, oh, be consistent, I didn't understand what they meant. If I put a video out there, I might not be consistent, but consistency in such that if you're going to be posting once a day, stick to that. If you're going to be posting twice a week, stick to that. If you're going to be posting twice a month, stick to that. Define your own consistency and stick to it. Because these social media apps are in such a way that they are built. I'm sure we all know what an algorithm is. The algorithm is just like a human being. Imagine your favorite store, maybe Amelia Wachi. You wake up, Amelia doesn't show up for the Wachi. Meanwhile, Amelia didn't give you a reason why they didn't come to sell Wachi today. See how you be mad. You go to that junction, that house cocoa seller didn't come. Meanwhile, this seller comes every day. There's a kenke seller who used to sell kenke at a place where they say, hey, this woman, So this woman, they say, she won't come. The day you want to eat skincare, this woman won't come. She time open over. So with such a person, the person is not regular, the person is not consistent. It's the same thing with how these apps are built. You post a video today, tomorrow you won't post another video. Also swap. The ones you have posted, no, the following week that the algorithm is expecting you to post a video, you too, you will not post the video. So the algorithm is confused. Is this person a serious person on our app? Should we push this person's content out there? Because that is how the algorithm is actually built. Like in simple terms, that is how I can break it for you to understand how algorithms on every app is built. Like you confuse the algorithm with your inconsistency because the algorithm doesn't understand how you are posting your content, because today you post at 9, tomorrow you post at 12, the next day you post at 11. You even confuse your audience because your audience are plenty. They don't know exactly the time you post on your videos. When I posted the ask me a question, I kept hammering on it. You are going to be seeing this video at 4 p.m. on Saturday. So I've sensitized you. You understand, you know when you are coming. And the algorithm has ears, so they understand every communication you make on the app. That is why they are able to suggest to you the things you need. When you even, after you have conversed with your friend, they communicate with you that you need an earpiece, you need a bottle. You understand? So be consistent with yourself, be loyal, give value to your audience, and the algorithm is going to push you. For me, I woke up one day and my Instagram blew like something. Hey! And it's all because I post every day, like every day. It even got to a time I was posting twice a day. You understand? So be consistent, be disciplined, and give value to your audience, and people will love you, and the algorithm will just push you. Just like that. Is your marriage okay? And under that very comment, I saw some comments. People were like, is this a question? Is this a question? I chose to actually answer this question because I wanted to digress a bit. Of course, yes, not even digress. I'm answering it and saying that yes, by the grace of God, everything is going on well. I mean, do you expect me to come and say no, my marriage is not going on well? Oh, no! But by God's grace, I'm just happy, and it's a testimony unto God that yes, by God's grace, everything is going on well. And I also want to encourage us that, social media now is filled with so much negativity. You don't get to see the positive side of marriage as much as you'd see the negative side, right? So I just wanted to encourage all the singles out there who are ready to marry, who are praying to marry, that don't be afraid of marriage, right? Marriage is sweet when you're with the right person. Don't be afraid of marriage. Just write down all the things you want to see in a man. Write all of them down and pray about it. And like I said, God is interested in every tiny details of our lives, and He's interested in everything that our heart desires, and He will give it to us. We understand? He says that come to me with all your supplications. So go to the Lord with all your supplications, and the Lord will answer you. Just pray to God. Don't be afraid. Have an open heart and an open mind, and declare it upon your life that you are going to have a good and sweet marriage, and you are going to indeed have a good and sweet marriage. Okay, so I just wanted to use this question to encourage the singles out there, a man or woman watching me. Be encouraged. Marriage is sweet when you're with the right person. Okay. Any facial care for a teen? I know I've talked about the facial care, but quickly, usually teenagers don't have serious conditions like acne or whatsoever. But for whatever reason, I mean, these days the kids that are coming, hey, it's not easy. You people are beautiful, Papa. And because you are beautiful and you are growing so fast, it is all the things that you were supposed to acquire or encounter in your 20s, you are now encountering it even as you are in your teens. So sorry, if you're having any skincare condition, go to a retail clinic, mention my name Juliana, and you are going to be taken care of, okay? Otherwise, if there is nothing wrong with you, why are you bothering yourself? If you are not having acne, the cream that your mother has given you, please continue using it, okay? Continue using it. If it's about hygiene, then let me know. As for hygiene, there's a whole content I want to shoot when it comes to hygiene and teach my teenagers and some of you young girls growing up. Of course, you are young girls because I'm in my 30s. And some of you young girls coming up, if you want me to go into detailed hygiene, just let me know. But if it is just skincare, go to a retail clinic. Of course, if it's a condition, but other than that, use a cream your mother has been giving you since childbirth. Okay. What's the best advice you have ever received, and what's the hardest lesson you have ever learned? I will start from the hardest lesson I've ever learned. So when I was on campus, I think level 300, I was actually nominated to attend an interview for a church leadership, right? One of the ministries in the church, for a church leader, that is Spencer. And that same day, my uncle also invited me to come for money. I was very, very broke, and I chose the money over the nomination. I could have just told my uncle, oh, I'll come the next day, or come so and so. I was running away from the nomination because I didn't want to be a leader of that ministry, because I thought it was going to be a whole lot of work. I was running away. And when I sat in the car and I was going, even before I set off, I had a strong conviction not to go. I had a strong conviction not to go. It was so strong. And for me, by God's grace, I've always listened to my instincts. And you know that our instincts are usually the Holy Spirit whispering to us and guiding us on a daily basis. And that day, I didn't listen. And something tragic happened to me. And I'm going to talk about it when I'm 60 years old. So yes, that's the hardest lesson I have learned in my life. I will never forget. I'm going to talk about this when I'm 60 years old. But the best advice I have also received, nothing really comes to mind apart from when I wanted to be a prostitute, Yes, I wanted to share the things I've been through. We don't look like what we've been through. It's just by the grace of God. I had a call that night. I had prepared everything to step out, and my mother called me, and she was actually breastfeed. Oh, that call and that one statement, those two sentences, or three, my name and two words, Julie. Bra, fee, Julie, come home. Those three, like that phrase, changed my life. If it wasn't for that call and that advice, I wouldn't know where I would be today. So I'm just grateful that God led my mother to call me that instance. If you want me to share that story, let me know. I will share that. Okay, so yeah. Liana, do you work with brands, or are your videos sponsored by brands? If yes, were you the one who reached out to them, or they did? Of course, I do work with brands by the grace of God. Like today I went to an influencer event. Geisha invited all of us. Geisha invited all of us to be part of an upcoming campaign for a long term. So with this one, they reached out to me. I've reached out to a couple of brands before. When I started reaching out to, like when I wanted to start earning from my content, I really started reaching out to a lot of brands. But I would say that I've earned from brands reaching from me more than me reaching out to brands. So that's what I can say. If you want me to go into the brands aspect of content creation, just let me know, and I'll be glad to highlight that as well. Today, as for this one, we have a lot of questions inside the questions. So yeah, let me know. Is it appropriate for a content creator or an influencer to reach out to brand for sponsors? Well, of course, it's appropriate, and I can talk more about that. There's nothing wrong with you reaching out to a brand. If you love the brand, there's nothing wrong. For me, I love Palmer's. There's nothing wrong if I reach out to Palmer's. I've reached out to Palmer's before, and I got the deal. So I can teach you how to reach out to brands. Of course, I'm going to take some money. So let me know if you want me to dive into some of these content, and I will be glad to do that, and I'll teach you the words you should use. I'll guide you. I'm a teacher. Do you guys know I'm a professional teacher? Of course, I'll teach you how to do that. Juliana, if you had the opportunity, what advice would you have given your younger self? I really tried to write something down for this question, because to be very honest with you, like I said, I'm nowhere near perfection, but everything that has happened to me is God's glory. Like, apart from the fact that I was born into poverty, I'm like, oh yeah, bro, everyone know yeah, bro, many ones say, but then see I'm so friends, apart from the fact that I have suffered and cried unto God when it comes to poverty and stuff, my younger self, everything that has happened to me, I cherish all those moments. So to be honest, as much as I cried, and maybe I would say don't cry much, but the crying was also necessary for me to like comfort myself and express to my God how I was feeling. So for now, nothing comes to mind like what I want to talk to my younger self. No, everything that has happened to me has been good. I bless God for everything that has happened to me, because they are what has made me who I am today, and it has put me in this position to speak to you today. So the grace of God should continue being wide on me and strengthen me and keep me going. Yeah, that's all I can say. Do you ever go to the hair salon? If you do, how do you do with hairstylists that are harsh with your natural hair? Of course, I go to the hair salon. Just yesterday, I posted a video. I went to the hair salon to do my natural cornrows. I don't feel like doing anything to my hair. That's why I've actually done this wig. I did this wig, by the way. And with hairstylists treating my hair badly, since I did natural, yesterday was the first instance that I went to a place to braid my natural cornrows, and the lady was doing my head like this. She was doing my head like this. She was, hey, it wasn't that extreme, mom. It wasn't something I couldn't handle. If it was something like a do or die affair, I would have spoken up. I'd have told her to be patient, But it wasn't a do or die affair, and it wasn't, and I knew it wasn't going to take a long time, so I just kept quiet for her to do her thing, and then I left. So yeah, that it's not a big deal. How do you deal with negative comments on social media? If you asked me this 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I would have said, hey, media, if you meet me in my comment section, I'll give it to you. In fact, I'll show you Shanghai. I'll show you Shanghai. But these days, I've also learned that some people, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. For me, the stage I have gotten to now on social media, the presence I've gotten on social media now, I have something to protect. If nothing at all, my presence alone, I have something to protect. I have my family to protect. I have my husband to protect. So I have a lot of things to lose than to follow somebody and I'll let the person drag me to hell. Hell no. No. So these days, I am very careful what I respond to and even who I respond to. So with all the words I do not want to hear in my ears, all the statements I do not want to hear in my ears, everybody has a trigger word, right? Somebody will say a particular word and all of a sudden you'll be triggered, So I block all those words such that even if you comment and that word appears in your comment, it will not show in my comment section for me to even see to be triggered. You understand? So there are measures I have put in place so that at least the things I'm able to control, I control them, such as certain words that I do not want to hear or read. However, if a negative comment happen to sneak through my comment section, most now these days I just relax, either ignore or respond to you in a very professionally mean way. I'll give it to you, but I'll not give it to you as much as I would have given it to you like before. You understand? And I know many of you have waited all this while to get to this question, and me too. I'm so excited to talk about it. I haven't talked about this question. I haven't actually talked about this into detail anywhere, guys. So that really tells you how special you guys are to me. So the ultimate question. Let's get the elephant out of the bag. Drum rolls, How did you meet your husband? How did I meet my husband? Hold on. So my husband and I were classmates when we were in university. Hold on. We were classmates when we were in the university, okay? Hold on. I'm saying that hold on. Take a sip of water. Okay, go and grab water and drink, because it's not what you're thinking. So right from level 100, we weren't friends when we were in level 100. But we started becoming friends when we were in level 200. Right? We're in the same class doing mathematics education together at the University of Education, Winneba. So that is why I said we are putting that question aside, because Winneba is a place I cherish so much, because that's where I schooled, I did my first degree, and that's where I met my husband. So now do you understand what I want? Now do you understand what I meant when I said let's put the question aside? Because I really wanted us to get there and then I'll fuse everything together. So I cherish Winneba so much. And let me just jump that. After our honeymoon, when we married fresh, we went there to celebrate part of our honeymoon in Winneba, because that's where we met. That's that's where we met actually. So we were in school, we were just friends, and then I think level 200 our friendship became like, it became very, very good. We're just friends, and we became certain mates, especially when during ICT class, So when we go whenever there's an ICT class, I sit by him and then we learn together IT, but we were friends actually. Hold on. I said hold on. Hold on. So we're just friends when we're on campus. We're friends because even when we were on campus, I had a boyfriend. I had my boyfriend, and I used to introduce my boyfriend to him, so he knew my boyfriend back on campus. Why am I spilling all the tea? So calm down, okay? We're just friends, and up to level 400 we're just friends. I was still having a boyfriend up to when we completed university, so we became very good friends. And fortunately enough, we did our national service at the same place, so our friendship even flourished till then. And I was still having my boyfriend by then, you understand? So he knew my boyfriend then, and my boyfriend also knew him, that we were friends on campus as study mates, So for me, I got a job, so I left Winneba, I came into Accra, and then I started working. He was in Winneba, he was still working, and I came to Accra, I was working. And then when he finished his national service, he also got a job in Accra, so he moved in Accra. We're still friends, so he came to Accra, so we got the chance to see each other more often, and then one day, somebody say one day one day even the one day that I'm coming to church, there's nothing the one day now. I invited him to church, and he didn't really, I'm a Pentecostal, and he comes from a very quiet background. As for Catholics, they quiet background. So he used to be a Catholic. I said, Master, you come to our church small. So I invited him to church, and then he didn't like the Pentecostal way. It's a Catholic funny. I one time paid this, So he came to our church. Then the next day, God came and I said, you coming again to our church? So the next day he came, and he came again. It was actually a program, so he came again. I wasn't expecting him. He came again, and then he was like, "Oh, I love the work the media guys are doing. Actually, I think I can do something for God." I said, "You're not talking." And still, I had a boyfriend at that time, but that boyfriend was a new boyfriend. So so that new boyfriend didn't know him though, but then he had heard that I had a friend called, So he came again, and then he was like, "Oh, I think I'm interested in the media department." I'm like, "Well, it is open. What are you waiting for? I mean, come to my church and join the media. You cannot join the media team when you are still a Catholic, right? So come to my church." But we're still friends, you understand? So he came to the media, and then he started coming to church. He started coming to church, and Church of Pentecost. Once you come 1, 2, 3, and then we try to understand your background, and we want to understand if you are coming fully. If you are coming fully, then it means that you have to become a full Church of Pentecost member. So he came to be a witness, introduce himself, and if you're a Catholic and you're coming into the Pentecostal, it's with every branch of Church of Pentecost, or let me say every assembly of Church of Pentecost. If you are from a Catholic background and you are coming, you would have to be baptized again with water, because the way Catholics are baptized is not the same as the way Pentecostals are baptized. So Catholics are baptized by I've forgotten. But with Pentecostals, we are baptized by immersion. So you have to. So he came, he got baptized, he went through the process. This guy, are you sure you're just you're just interested in coming to join the media, or you have a different agenda? That's the fine you're coming. So I mean, I was just minding my business. I was minding my business because I still had a boyfriend at that time. And then he kept coming. 6 months has come, this guy is still coming to church. Then he's serious. Then 1 year has come, this guy is still coming to church. This guy has become a full Pentecostal. One day shall never end. One day shall never. I didn't know I liked him. I didn't know I liked my husband. I didn't know. I knew I liked him as a friend. I mean, I liked him a lot when we were friends. I liked him. But I didn't know I liked him So I invited him to work one day because there was a lot of things I had to do. So I invited him to work to come and help me with admin stuff at work. It was a program. And then when he came, my workers, like my colleagues, they were like, hey, Juliana, this one day is your husband. I said, do you know this guy is my friend? My friend had been talking. My boss was like, Juliana, this one is your husband. I said, how is this guy my husband? This guy is my friend. Like, this guy is my friend from campus. How is he my husband? You people, all my colleagues were saying this guy is my husband. I didn't understand. I said, hey, what kind of wahala did this? That time I hadn't even broken up with that my new boy. My new boy was there. No, these people started. My work colleagues were like, hey, this guy is your husband. Hey, the way he likes you, the way he looks at you. I said, how does he look at me? This boy has been looking at me since level 100. So how has he been looking at me? Hey, and what kind of son? All of a sudden, when I see this guy, then I begin to feel shy. So anytime I see him, I need to feel shy. I'm like, and what is happening? Because it's not as if I don't know this guy. I know him. We are friends. Why am I now feeling shy? Because this one me, I don't understand. Hey, this feeling got me falling all over. I don't understand the feeling. It gets it. I was like, what did you always say? It be like say something they do me for body all over. So yeah, and then eventually something happened between me and my new boyfriend. I think, hey, God, this is our God. Hey, God is a good betweener. I am telling. See, if you are meant to be, God will do. The person in your life will go away, and then somebody will come and share all. You understand? Hey, something happened all of a sudden. Me and my new boyfriend, we broke up, like that. We broke up. Then, as soon as we broke up. As soon as you broke up, this boy is lying down here. He came wrong. And you proposed so he proposed to me, and then we decided to try dating, and then we dated for about a year and a half. At that time I was still doing my master's, so I told him that, oh, let me finish my master's before, He agreed. He was patient, and then I completed my master's. As soon as I completed my master's in November, and we got married in November. You see, I finished my research paper in July, August or so. Yeah, July, August. And then we went to see my family, and then we went to see the church, and then in November we got married, and on 28th we did our traditional marriage on 28th, and then on 5th December we did a white wedding. So yeah. So that's why Winneba is a very special place. Yeah, so there's a love story. And nobody asked me this, but I am a very simple person. I don't stress myself. I like convenience. I love soft life. Me, I've suffered in this life, so I love soft life. I don't like to put pressure on myself. I'm very open, vocal. No, I don't carry matter for my head, I'm a very simple person, and I hope I am lovely, just like I see myself. My friends also say I'm a lovely person, and I hope that I am to you guys as well. So this is me. This is me. It's been a wonderful Q&A. I know it's been a long video. Thank you so much. If you have watched to this level, God bless you. Those of you who skipped because you wanted to listen to the marriage party, God has seen you. God has seen you. God, I see you. Thank you so much for sticking with me today, guys. I cherish that you have made this a success. Go ahead and share this video with anyone you know who would love to be my friend, my internet friend, of course. Go ahead and share, and do like when I post video, please watch it for me, and subscribe if you had seen me for the first time today, and like my videos. I beg, even if you're not subscribed, just like the video and comment. Leave an emoji. I beg you, support my YouTube just as you have supported me on my Instagram and TikTok. Please support me. Support my YouTube as well. I just want to thank you so much for making this Q&A a success. If the questions in the comments from this video come out plenty, maybe we'll do a part 2. But if the demand doesn't come, I'm not sure I'm going to do it. But Nonetheless, let me know in the comment section what other things you'd want to know from all the things that I mentioned, and I'll be glad to address them. Thank you all so much for joining today. Connect with me on my Instagram and TikTok if you are not already following me from there. I'll see you in my next video. Do stay tuned. I love you. Bye bye.